Hey, how's it going? It's a cold Wednesday winter night, and I'm going to go see Henry Rollins at the State Theater, downtown Sydney. I'm out here a little closer to the airport in Green Square. So I'm going to jump on the train and head, I think it's 5 or 6 stops to St. James. Head over to the State Theater. There's my hotel off in the background, and here's the Green Square station. I always stay as close as I can to a train. It's the easiest way to get around and stay out of the rain. Oh, it's actually closer than I thought. Green Square, Central, Museum, then St. James. Right before Circular Quay. I think the ticket was $4.60 Australian. I'm not sure what that is in US. I think about $3.80 for a one-way ticket. I think the train goes till midnight. I'll probably be out late and heading home on an Uber. I think Uber is the preferred ride share here in Australia, but I'll find out. I might even get on a bus if it's easy enough. Like any train, you can also load money on a card, or I saw people using their phone, so I'm sure there's an app where you can load money on. But I'm only going to be in town 3 or 4 days, keeping it simple. So really nice, clean trains. It's a nice little system. I was talking to some guys on the train. They were telling me it's really, really safe. They wouldn't have any problem at all with their young daughter or a single girlfriend riding the trains here in Sydney. Now I believe I head towards Elizabeth Street. Should find State Theater. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to ask for no filming inside the show, and I'll honor that. But I am going to have a great time. I've seen Henry Rollins 3 or 4 times. I've actually seen Black Flag back in the day at the Jackie Robinson YMCA in San Diego. I was in the Navy 84 to 88, and I know I went with all my Navy buddies. And it was actually towards the end of Black Flag, so Henry Rollins was the singer. Great show. Beautiful old historic theater. And just coincidentally, I've been in here one other time to watch, it was the band The Saints and the Church. And again, I was in the Navy. We pulled in, so that must have been 1985 or 1987. So I found the theater. I'm about an hour before doors open. So some guys told me there's a dive bar up the street here. I'm on Pitt Street. I'm gonna go find a couple of affordable pops before the show. Now I'm up on the corner of Park and Pitt. That place they told me to go, I might go over to their VIP. That place they told me to go still looked kind of fancy. I'm just looking for a dive bar. Nice mellow little place. And the show is June 28th, 2023. I'm not sure when this video is going to come out. I'm not going to do a lot of editing on vacation. I'm in Australia, then I go to New Zealand, then I meet my good friends in Tahiti. They're all coming from California. So I'll get these out as soon as I can, but I can't put one out until they're all done. And I made my way up to George Street. There's the State down there. George Street's kind of a main drag to the middle of downtown Sydney. Made my way up to York Street. Gonna check out the Club York Bar. I'm sure I'm not supposed to be filming. This is a bar/member club. You pay $10 and your drinks are cheaper, but no big deal. My beer was $8.50. I got me a cold Victorian bitter. All right, now that was a great time. I had 4 schooners and talked with a couple of guys that live in town. Now it's time to get to the show. Should be a great show. No, San Diego.
San Diego, okay. Confession, but I hope you will believe. I have missed you horribly. Thank you so much. The first time I ever came to Australia was in 1989 at the beginning of the year, and I landed in Sydney, and they let me in. And as predicted, the guy went down the aisle with a spray. It was amazing, just like that was told to me. Like, how dare you make me sit in a beautiful and iconic, famous theater in Sydney and tell me a secondhand story? I'm in the story, so I think I get to tell it. So. Anyway, I don't drive anymore, so I take the die, reaching near our eyes.
Beautiful, beautiful theater. I was just talking to a gentleman. He told me it's from 1932. They have some beautiful art up here on the top floor. Hi. Hi.
Your mother has passed away. Let's get on the phone, use the FaceTime setting to receive her status and talk about your feelings about the passing of your mother. And I tell you, she's dead. Click. $1,600. Every address you specify, which is absolutely bizarre to me. And so it's just like travel.
I've missed you horribly. Until next time, thank you. Good night.
Oh, it was a good show. Had a good time here in Sydney. So the show ended. It's about almost 11 p.m. And I'm gonna make my next move. Not sure what it is. I'm gonna head down to Circular Quay. I just bought myself a single trip on whatever train this is on this machine. It was $2 or $4 Australian. I probably should have walked, but I think it's like 4 blocks. I don't feel like walking. All right, I'm a dummy. I was on the train with some people that were at the show, and we were talking, and I realized I'm going the wrong way on the train. So I jumped off. I'm not sure where I'm at. Well, where am I? Oh, I'm at the Central Station? Okay, so I'm gonna get back on this train. I'm not gonna buy another ticket. I'm gonna chance it and just head off towards Circular Quay. I'll plead ignorance if that's the case. So that's okay. I'm kind of getting lost around the city. Getting on a train, going in the wrong direction, no big deal. Get off and get on the other train. Okay, so I screwed the trains all up. Who knew on one track there's different trains going in different directions? So I went to Redfern, which is, I know 2 stops past where I'm getting off at Green Square. So I had to double back to, this is the large Central Station. And once again, it said the airport train on track 23. And a train pulled up. I almost got on it, but I was smart enough this time to ask a nice lady, and she says, no, wait for the next train. So once again, multiple trains on the same track, heading in different directions. That's all. It's all new to me. I'm not a huge train guy. It's a little simpler in Bangkok. One train, one track, and you kind of know what's happening. But I've figured it out. I'm a new Sydney train guy. Okay, so I think I'm on the correct train. I just met a really nice kid from Brazil. Speaks perfect English. He came from Sao Paulo over here to Sydney to perfect his English. And yeah, he's did it. he also has visited my hometown of San Diego. I meet a lot of kids around the world from Brazil and different places that come to a place like Sydney, etc., to perfect their English. Good for them. So here's the Sydney train map. A little bit more complicated than Bangkok, but if I lived here, I think I'd figure it out. It says the next stop's Green Square, and that's where I'm going. So I think I'm okay. And I made my way back to Green Square about 12:30 at night. Caught the last train back. I know there's a bar/hotel right around the corner, but a young lady on the train told me pretty much everything out here closes at midnight. So I think I'm staying in the en route of Sydney. That's all right. I'm gonna drag my butt home. I don't need another beer. I just wanted to socialize and talk to the locals. But thanks again for watching, and consider subscribing. Take it easy.